Welcome back to episode 42 of the Non-League to Legends Save. And here we are, the last two games of the season. As you can see, we're in fifth. We'll have a little look at the table though. Where am I going? So we sit in fifth until last game. We played Liverpool. We sat in fourth. We're now 4 points off Man City, but we've got a game in hand, so we can, with a win today, take that down to 1 point. And it'd be nice to stretch away from Arsenal, really. So, I mean, cracking season. I'm just thinking if we can get into the Champions League in fourth place, it will make it an extraordinary season. But since we last met, which was the Hull Man City, we played Bournemouth at home, beat them 4-1. We made hard work of it. I was on counter for most of the game and didn't realise. So that might have something to do with it. We then played Newcastle at home. Extremely disappointing. Late goal. Yap de Groot got the goal for us. We went to Swansea away and kind of got the same bit of luck that Newcastle got, really, and nicked it in the last minute. We were the better team, though, by far. We then played Man United in the FA Cup quarter-final. And we just didn't fare too well. We were doing well up until a point, up until we were 3-0 down. We brought it back to 3-1, and then all of a sudden we just sort of collapsed and let in another two. Bit disappointing. Went to Leeds, made things difficult for ourselves. To be honest, we weren't fantastic, but 3 valuable points. Then went away to Liverpool, held the lead. We went in at half-time 1-0 up. And then seconds after the restart, this Tagzeth, whatever his name is, got the equaliser. And then 2 late goals. Very frustrating, but we look like we just run out of puff, really. So today's 2 games, Watford and Leicester, and we'll catch up with the league in between games just to see what we need and where people are, etc., how they're getting on. And largely going to be starting an unchanged side. Tedeschi hasn't been playing too well recently, but he's been playing well overall, so he plays, and that is how we are going to line up. Let me just double check I haven't left anyone out. No, we're all good. So let's go. Oh, before we do that, we're on counter again. I have to remember to change that. Go back to control. Watford are a really good team. I think they're sitting 7th at the moment, and they've been pushing us all season for the 5th place until Arsenal have kind of upped their form. Right, prove a point. I agree. Let's get out there and hopefully we can make this a comfortable win rather than making me sweat. Right, first highlight. Tisserand finds Chalk. Tedeschi. William. Good cross. Keeper punch is clear. We're piling the pressure on. Camargo. Tedeschi. Poor touch. And does this mean Watford are going to come away with it? No, we've nicked it. De Groot, come on, you've got to take your time there. What are you doing? You've got time to take a touch. Corner kick, Grisic to swing it in. Well away. Chrissy Chalk plays one out to De Groot. Not the best ball. Back to Bowen on the edge to Chalk. Hit one, son. Oh, unlucky. Tedeschi, goal. 1-0. That's a big goal. So as you can see, that puts us a point behind Man City with a game to go. I don't know who they've got. I don't know what their running is. But that really does. It doesn't cement our place in 5th, but it certainly looks a little bit more likely that we'll finish in 5th. Right, another highlight. 8 minutes in. Inside to Bowen. Bowen finds Gomez, who loses the ball. Very poor. Camargo. William. Into Chalk. Bowen, who's moving for him. De Groot. Into Grisic. And Grisic is turning into one hell of a player. Just show you his profile here. He's up to 4 stars, it says, which is a good Premier League player for us. But it says that he's still got a long way to go in terms of improvement. He can carry on improvement. 15 goals in 17 games for Australia. He's been nothing short of magical so far. And for a free transfer, what an absolute cracking signing. De Groot waits for Grisic to overlap, and he just rolls it into that near post. I mean, I'd be disappointed to concede a goal like that, but at the same time, it was a good finish. Highlight. Bates plays it short to Camargo. Bowen finds Gomez. Have we got any runners for him? He's going to run at him. Gomez, look at Grisic again. Oh, he finds Tedeschi. It was clever. Watford have got a corner. Can we get this away? Grisic tackles well. Finds Tedeschi. Gomez making a big run out on that left-hand side. Tedeschi, though, doing what he loves to do best and float right outside on that right-hand side. But he's lost the ball, and now Watford come away. Richarlison. Hughes. Inside to Lo Celso. Oh, well in, Chalky. Away from Camargo, and De Groot is in. Oh, he's made things difficult for himself. Ooh, awkward shot for the keeper, but not the best shot in the world. There we go, just over half an hour gone. Another highlight. Chrissy Chalk plays it out to Gomez. Surely he's going to run at him. He loves to do that. Well played to Tedeschi. He rolls it past the far post. Really unlucky. And a highlight from the resultant goal kick, I think. And is this going to be a Watford attack? Oh, Bowen cuts it out well. Tisserand goes back home. Bates loves to find Camargo. Camargo switches one out to Tedeschi. Into Grisic. Out wide. William. Can he find the cross? He can. Tedeschi pulls one back to Groot. I don't know how he missed that first one, but he got a second chance at it and he slotted that one away. 3-0. A little bit too early to start celebrating the win, but Watford are going to have to pull something out of the bag here to get anything out of this game. William does well. Look at that. How has he missed? But luckily he gets a second bite at it. 3-0. Couple minutes to half time. Still in control. I'd like to go in without conceding, and it looks like that's going to happen. There we go. Half time. Got to be happy with that performance. Tell them they were excellent. Let's get out there and hope that we can keep up the same level of performance. Here we go, 5 minutes in. Watford have got a free kick. Rashford comes forward. It's blocked. Grisic plays the ball forward quickly, and we're on the break here. De Groot charging down on goal. Unlucky. Tedeschi. Oh, he can't get there. Defender did well to recover and get back across and clear that ball. Here we go, free kick. Bowen to swing one in. Does so. Watford get up and clear well. And it's Rashford now coming forward with the ball. But he's tackled by Chalk. Rashford not having the best game. Gomez inside to Grisic. Finds De Groot and he's decided to play it out to the left wing. Shaw swings one in. Gomez. De Groot. Grisic. There you go. He's got his second goal. Done well. Positionally, he was in the right place in the box. It fell to him nicely, and he's just slotted it away. Yeah, Shaw's been a really good signing for us. He's crossing. I don't know what the stat is for his crossing, but he's put in some amazing crosses from deep, from the byline, from everywhere. We go a little under half hour left. Could be our attack again. Chalk into De Groot. Tackled well, and Watford bring this one away. He'll find the man on the left. Surely he does. Rashford brings it forward. That's a great tackle from William. And Camargo keeps the ball in, but he's dilly-dallying on the ball. Plays a nice ball out to Tedeschi, though. Chalk always plays it simple. Grisic out to Gomez. Gomez runs at everyone. Gets the ball to Tedeschi. Beat your man and get the cross in. Oh, what is he? Where are you going? De Groot's picked it up. Grisic to Gomez. It's just teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. And so unselfish from 2 or 3 players there. Don't really know what Tedeschi was doing. He made his job ever so hard. Like there, just swing one in there. There. Nah, turn back. But he played a lovely, clever little ball there. De Groot picks it up. Grisic, defender, gets pulled away from Gomez. And Gomez is free to just slot the ball away. Right. Oh, we got a highlight. I was just about to make a sub, but we'll see how this pans out first. Just in case something happens, I'll let you know. I was going to bring Bowen off because he's been booked. So if he gets sent from this highlight, you know that it's just unfortunate. Right, Gomez. Go on, have a run at him. Good lad. Shaw offering assistance out on this left. Swings one in. Another brilliant deep cross. Bowen picks up on the pieces. Plays it into Chalk. Who's there for him? Gomez is an option. Inside to De Groot. Can he go one more? He does to Tedeschi, but he's got too much to do, and now he's just standing there like a right plonker. Watford bring the ball away. Spreads it out to Palandra. Decora. Oh, puts it wide. So now that's over, we're going to make a change. I'm just going to wait for the 72nd minute. I don't know why. I've explained before, I'm a little bit weird like that. Bowen comes off. Granit Xhaka, he's carrying a knock. He's playing. He's playing. Don't care. He should be okay. It was only an injury that kept him out for a day or two anyway, so I just don't know what that lower leg injury is, or upper leg. Right, 5 minutes left. We're still in charge. We're going to make another change just to slow it all down, really. Tell you what we're going to do, because he's been booked. Put Tisserand out on the right. William's going to come off. Keep wanting to call him Willian, but just William. So Paul Bunn comes in, and in terms of everyone else, we're just gonna leave them. Come on, let's keep this clean sheet. We certainly don't want to be conceding to this mob. Minute left. There it is. It's got to be all over. Blow up, referee. We've had enough. There you go. It's a brilliant 5-0 win. Their efforts were excellent. They didn't love that, but who cares? It was a good result. And let's have a little look where we see, this is Grzic at the moment. He's looking very, very good. And as you can see here, we have automatically, by finishing in the top 6, we have qualified for the European Cup or the Europa League. But you know, we've still got our sights on Champions League. Obviously, we need results to go our way. But let's have a little look how they did go and how things stand so far. Okay, so we sit in 5th. We're 1 point away from Man City. So if Man City lose or draw and we win our last game, we go above them. Arsenal, even if we lose and they win, we'll do them on goal difference. So we're guaranteed 5th, but we could go up to 4th. So that's what we want ideally. Now, in terms of who's got who, let's hope Man City's got a tough fixture. They're away, and they're away to Hull. I mean, that they should turn them over. They should turn them over pretty comfortably. I mean, Champions League is just a bonus. It really is, but it would be nice to go straight in at the Champions League next season. But let's get into this second game, and hopefully we can finish the season with a win. Just before we get going with that second game, just had a notification here for players that have been called up for the European Championships. Luke Shaw, Jimmy Bates, Callum Gribben, Chris Chalk and Sion Bowen have made the England squad. Now, I don't think this is the final squad, so maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever of them could get cut. But I mean, that's fantastic for the club. Someone like Chris Chalk as well. Jimmy Bates is probably still a backup behind Jordan Pickford. But yeah, I mean, that's great news for the club. Right, here we go. Final game of the season in season 7, and it's poised brilliantly. We're at home to Leicester, who have got not a bad squad, to be completely honest. Who's this guy as their key player? Doesn't look too bad, but I don't think he's going to be in the side. He might be, but I was going to bring up the fact that they've actually got Lukaku. They signed him for 13 million, which is a great signing. He's 31, but still. But what about this one? We've got Man United, Tottenham. There's a 3-point gap. I thought Tottenham might be able to overtake them, but I don't think they can because of goal difference unless they beat them by like 40 goals, which is pretty unlikely. but they can at least finish level on points with Man United. They just haven't given Man United the title because technically it's mathematically possible for Tottenham to still win the league. But Man United have wrapped that up, and like I say, we got Man City away at Hull. We're going to keep an eye on that game as we play through this one, and fingers crossed Hull pull something out of the bag, but I can't see it happening, to be completely honest. We're going to go largely unchanged. Just double check again that we're not leaving anyone really important out. Right, we're on control. We're against Leicester. They beat us at their gaff 2-1. They were just better than us. Lukaku does start up top. Mata in behind. So yeah, not a bad front line. Pick up where you left off. Let's go and do it. And then I think what we'll do is, if I do latest scores, and I'll rearrange that when we get a highlight. Right, here we go. First highlight. Let's get this latest scores over here. Still 0-0 at the minute. Man United are 1 up, so they're going to wrap the title up in style. This is looking like possibly a Leicester attack. Or is it William comes in and wins the ball well? Chalk to Grzic, finds William. Plays it inside to Tedeschi. What can he do? Chalky, that's clever. Grzic. Grzic runs at everyone. It comes to Gomez. And Gomez on the rebound. Come on, 1-0. 1-0. So I think as it stands, we're a Champions League side next year. But I fully expect Man City to get a goal. Decent save from the keeper. He's palmed it straight back into Gomez's path, who scores the rebound and makes it 1-0. Right, highlight. Leicester come forward. It's been stolen by Gomez. Plays it to De Groot. We like to break relatively quickly. Can he find Grzic? He's going to go alone. So he's so bad at them. Like little one-on-ones. His finish is always so relaxed. If he gets a first-time chance to just hit the ball first time, always seems to do a lot better. Right, William with the throw. Chrissy Chalk faces up, goes to get it. Tedeschi. Bowen! Oh, that would have been a great time for him to get his first goal. But Grzic picks up the rebound and makes it 2-0. I mean, we're still there at the minute. Keep trying to check these scores, but they keep disappearing. Chrissy Chalk back to William, inside to Tedeschi, lays it back. Bowen, I thought, was going to get his first goal, but the rebound falls to Grzic, who knocks the ball in. 2-0. Oh, we've just seen Hull 0, Man City 1. So unless Hull score, we are going to be playing in Europa League instead of Champions League next season, which sounds ridiculous to moan about it. It's just it would be nice coming that close to actually get Champions League football. To be completely honest, that would be really, really nice. Tedeschi swings one in. Grzic gets there somehow. Lays it back to Tedeschi. Chalk! Oh, off the post. Unlucky. That's one thing he hasn't got a lot of this season, which is goals. It's Leicester continuing the highlight, and they're bringing it forward. Ramirez, what can he do? Tries to swing one in, but Tedeschi comes away with the ball. Plays it into De Groot, who's going to run at their back line. He loves to do that. It's fallen to Grzic, who hit a thunderous shot, but it was blocked by the defence. A poor ball from Gomez. Highlight over. Right, highlight nearly straight away. Is this going to be Leicester's chance to get one back? Juan Mata. Bowen wins well. He's on a yellow, and it really makes me nervous. Tackling's part of his game, but De Groot is in. And there we go again. What did I tell you? Anytime he's one-on-one, he can't score. But if he gets a first-time chance, he scores 9 times out of 10. Right, here we go. 37 minutes gone. We've won the ball back well. Gomez plays it out to Shaw. Can he beat his man? Doesn't need to. Swings in a big cross. Not the best cross in the world. And now Leicester bring it away. Grzic brilliantly wins it back. Tedeschi! Great save from the Leicester goalkeeper. Right, Shaw with a throw on the left into Grizic's feet. Chalk's having a little run at him. Plays it inside to Gomez. We know he can cross. He does. De Groot can't quite get there. Williams picks up the pieces. Grizic. Finds Tedeschi with a lovely finish as well from Tedeschi. That's brilliant. Grizic today has been absolutely everywhere, and he's just been such a nuisance. Been nipping in and nicking the ball off the defender, and just running around like an absolute lunatic. He really is. Just so clever. The vision from Grizic for that ball. He hadn't even started making the run, but it wasn't much of a gap. He's just played it through, and a lovely finish as well. 3-0 at half time. Can't argue at that. We've had goals galore in the last 2 games, and I think it's going to take something special for Leicester to come back into this game. I mean, Man City is still only 1-0 up at half time, so there's always a chance that Hull could nick one, and we only need them to nick one. We don't need them to win the game. Right, efforts were excellent. Let's go out there. Let's get a 4th and a 5th. Right, 10 minutes in. De Groot not playing very well. We've got a free kick here. Bowen takes straight at the keeper, and probably should have held on to that rather than palming that away. Go on, Bowen. We're going to have to take him off. We can't risk a red card, but it looks like Leicester are coming away on the counter-attack here. Juan Mata runs at the defence. Looks like he's maybe lost his legs a bit. Not that he ever really had any. Lukaku gets one back. 10 minutes in. Game on now. That's a little bit disappointing, really. See Mata there. Knocks it back to Bertrand. Big cross in. I mean, you've got to deal with them, in my opinion. We've certainly been dealing with them all season, really. Just over half an hour left. Yep, De Groot's going to get a rest. Last game of the season. Martin Stewart's going to come on. Probably what will happen now. Leicester will come back and nick a draw, and Hull will score late and get a draw there, which would just be typical. But I think Man City will probably get a second and maybe a third. Right, 68 minutes on the clock. We can't risk Bowen anymore. Granit Xhaka comes on, just so we don't go down to 10 men. I haven't checked the scores recently, so we're going to have a little check. Where is it? Is it just me? Oh, yeah, 3-0. There you go, 3-0. So Man City have certainly secured Champions League football. We're going to have to settle for Europa League, which a club of our level is it's really good. I think we've got. I mean, if we can finish 5th in the Premier League behind Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, and United, I think that's the kind of competition we've maybe got a chance at winning next year. I don't think we necessarily will win it. It's difficult to win that tournament, but at the same time, we're definitely in with a shout. Right, Gribben comes on for Grizic. Get him his round of applause. Certainly deserves it. He's been brilliant today. And there you go. A minute left of the season. That's your lot, referee. And yeah, it's been a great season. I said when we first got promoted, top 12, because I didn't think we had that strong a squad. We struggled a little bit in the championship, even though we took over in 8th or 9th and ended up winning the league. We still struggled a little bit. We didn't look like a great side, but we've bought well since we've been in the Prem, and just been playing as a unit, really. Just a lot of unselfish play, a lot of similar goals, to be honest. A lot of them comes down the side on the wing and gets crossed in, and to group near post. I mean, that is the most common goal that we've scored this season. Right, Man United win the Premier Division. Pretty obvious. That job never becomes available. Classy Tedeschi on form. That's telling me he's superb in front of goal. He's happy. 31.85 million for finishing 5th. Happy days. 2.3 million paid out to the boys. And let's see if we can get any end of season awards, etc. I had absolutely no idea that this was on, but he won it by quite a stretch. De Groot gets the top goal scorer. So that's brilliant. Paulo Dybala in second got 21 goals, and De Groot got 26. Superb. I mean, he only missed one Premier League game, De Groot. He did get a tiny injury, and that must have been it. Let's congratulate him on that. It's been a good year. Lovely job. And look at that. Measures claims manager of the year. Happy days. Gonna take a little screenshot of that. And I think that's rightly so as well. I mean, if you look at the standings, you're not going to give it to Jose Mourinho for winning the league, because they should be top two, top three. But we definitely stood out as a team that definitely overperformed anyway. Right, end of season awards. Yap de Groot gets fans player of the season with 35% of the vote. Angel Gomez gets second, and Chrissy Chalk gets third. I'm quite happy with that. I was really happy with Angel Gomez. He was fantastic. Chrissy Chalk, up and coming, and he was really good. I actually remember this goal from Angel Gomez, goal of the season. Pretty sure it was laid to him on the edge of the box. He hit it first time, and it just goes straight into the top right bin. We'll check it out now. Wouldn't normally do this, but why not? I'm pretty sure this was a cracking strike. Xhaka, Tedeschi, Xhaka, Grisic. Then Grisic finds him and he hits it first time here. Bang. That is a great strike. It really is. So he deserves that. Signing of the season, Yap de Groot, 23.76 million. Young player of the season, Tedeschi. I think he's been good since he's come in. Only cost us 7 million. Done well. So finished fifth in the Premier Division, lost in the quarter-final of the FA Cup against Man United, and lost in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup against Newcastle. So a brilliant season. I think we were maybe a cup final off having the perfect season, but the fact we qualified for Europe is unbelievable. It really is. So as you can see, dynamics going very, very well, and 19 players support me, 7 players undecided or no real opinion. New player, not happy at the club. Don't know why Chrissy Chalk doesn't. But yeah, a lot of new players and players with issues, so that's completely understandable. So we're going to leave it there. Fantastic season. Now, I'm obviously going to keep my eye on the job market, see what comes up, but I unless it's a very special job, then I think we're maybe going to give Southampton a chance next season in the Europa League. It's normally a bit of a kiss of death for me, though, when that happens, and we normally struggle in the league because of appearing in the Europa League. So, but we'll see how we get on. You never know how things are going to unfold. But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop it a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll give you daily Football Manager content. And I will catch you in the next episode.